Hey, I'm William. Today we're going to show you how to test and replace the thermistor on your Samsung dryer. You might need to check out this part if your dryer isn't heating up correctly, fluctuates temperatures, or takes too long to dry your laundry. Now before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get your regular fix of repair guides that can help you save money and time. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. First, we're going to grab a few tools. Today, we'll need a Phillips screwdriver and a multimeter. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your dryer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off before doing any kind of work on it. To get to the thermistor, we're using our Phillips screwdriver to remove the 2 screws that hold the top panel at the back. Then we're moving the top panel to the back, lifting it up, and setting it to the side. With that out of the way, we're using our Phillips screwdriver to remove the 3 mounting screws that hold the main control housing to the front and side frame. Then we can carefully rotate the main control so that we can get access to the wires and make sure no bare wires are touching any metal. We need to find the connection CN4 and disconnect the wires. After that, we're grabbing our meter and setting it to resistance, which looks like an upside down horseshoe. Then we can test from the blue wire to the red wire. There should be a resistance reading of around 10K ohms or 10,000 ohms at a room temperature of 77 degrees. If the thermistor reads much different, which is anything outside of the 10% range, then the thermistor would need to be replaced. If the resistance is within that 10% range, then we'll need to continue troubleshooting. If your thermistor was faulty, let's replace it. Now we're lifting up on the console and pulling it away from the dryer. We're disconnecting the wires behind the console on the right. Then we can lift up on the console and setting the console to the side. Now we're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to remove the 2 screws behind the door in front of the lint trap and the lint filter. We also need to remove the 4 screws at the top of the panel. Then we can slightly lift the front panel up and rotate it forward. Once we've done that, we can disconnect the door switch harness and completely remove the front panel. You can just set the front panel to the side for now. Now we're unlatching the wire retainers from the wire harness. Then we can use our Phillips screwdriver to remove the 5 Phillips screws from the top plate and set it to the side as well. We also need to disconnect the wire from the drum lamp. We're also removing the screws from the lint duct, pulling the duct down and setting it to the side. Next, we're removing the 4 Phillips screws from the front bulkhead and disconnecting the sensor bar wire connector. Now we can lift the front bulkhead up and pull it forward. At this point, we can reach back and remove the belt from the idler pulley. Once that's done, we can remove the drum and belt and set them to the side. You can find the thermistor on the back of the blower housing, closest to the motor. First, we're going to disconnect the wires. We're grabbing our Phillips screwdriver to remove the mounting screws. Then we can pull the thermistor out of the blower housing. Here's the old thermistor and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. All we need to do is insert the thermistor into the blower housing and secure it with the Phillips screws we removed earlier. Once we plug the wires onto the thermistor, it's installed. Once that's done, we're going to install the drum and belt and secure the belt to the motor and idler pulley. Then we can grab the front bulkhead, install it, and secure it with the Phillips head screws that we removed earlier. We're also reconnecting the sensor bar wires. Next, we're installing the lint filter housing. We're also going to go ahead and install that lint filter. We need to connect the drum lamp wires and then install the top plate before we secure the wire harness with the retainers. At this point, we can grab the front panel and guide it onto the bottom hinges, connect the door switch wires, and rotate it into place. Then it can be secured with the screws we removed behind the door and at the top. Now we're grabbing the console and setting it down in place. We're also guiding the wires through the top plate and pushing the console into place. Now we're grabbing our top panel, setting it on the dryer about 3 inches or so from the console, and then sliding it forward. We need to secure the top panel with the final Phillips screws, and with that, we're all done. Don't forget to plug the power cord back in or turn that breaker back on. And there you have it. We hope you got a new thermistor installed on your Samsung dryer. And if you still need a part, grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders arrive within 1 or 2 days, and we're here for you 6 days a week in case you have any questions. Now don't forget to let us know how your repair went in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.